Okay. Already we discussed the first property and we solved the exercise 2.1. Yes, okay. Now I am going to continue the properties. This is a set of three formulas. Actually, they are formulas, and we have to by heart these formulas also. But it is combinedly comes under the second property. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So it is a pair, sin cos, tan cot, secant and cosecant. Now, solution. You see, let sin inverse x is equal to some alpha. That implies x is equal to sin alpha. Okay, na? X is equal to sin alpha. What is sin alpha? In terms of cos of pi by 2 minus alpha is also cos of 90 minus alpha. First quadrant, cos becomes as a sin. So cos of 90 minus alpha is sin alpha. This is x. Now we send by definition cos to the side. It is cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus alpha. Okay, na? Now send this alpha to the side. Minus alpha comes to the side plus alpha. It is cos inverse x is equal to pi. Okay, na? Now the continuation. I am continuing this one. What is alpha? Alpha, by our assumption, is sin inverse x. So this is sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to how much? Pi by 2. Okay, na? Okay, na? Observe. So once again I will repeat it. Sin inverse x in this one, sin inverse x is equal to alpha. X is equal to sin alpha. Sin alpha is nothing but cos of 90 minus alpha, and that cos is sent to this side. Cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus alpha, and minus alpha sent to this side. Plus alpha plus cos inverse x is equal to, there remain only pi by 2. This alpha is nothing but, by our assumption, it is cos sin inverse x. So sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So first one is proved. Okay, now for your sake, I am taking the third one. Say, let secant inverse x is equal to some beta. Then x is equal to secant beta. Beta means, secant beta means cosecant of pi by 2 minus beta, na? Yeah. Secant 90 minus cosecant 90 minus theta is secant theta. This secant is sent to this side. It is cosecant of x is equal to pi by 2 minus beta. Okay, now cosecant is sent to this side. It is cosecant inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus beta. Just this pi by 2 sent to that side. It is a plus beta plus cosecant inverse x is equal to the remainder pi by 2. What is beta in our assumption is secant inverse x plus cosecant inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Okay, now so it is also solved. Okay, now you try to solve as this is your homework. Okay, na? In the same way. Now, third one. Observe. It is very important. Third property. Sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. Tan inverse of minus x is equal to minus tan inverse x. Cosecant inverse of minus x is equal to minus cosecant inverse x. This is one set in the same problem. Whereas cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x. Cot inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cot inverse x. Secant inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus secant inverse x. Okay now? Observe. This is a third property. Sine, tan, cosecant at one side, cos, cot, secant other side. You see, sine of minus theta, minus sine theta in the regular trigonometric ratios, tan of minus theta, minus tan theta, cosecant of minus theta, minus cosecant theta. Similarly, cos of minus theta is not minus cos theta in the regular trigonometric functions. It is a somewhat different is there. Here also, not simply minus cos inverse x, it is pi minus cos inverse, pi minus cot inverse x, pi minus secant inverse x. Here is a different cot inverse of minus x is pi minus cot inverse. It is a different one. Please note it well. Now, proof. You see, other. You see, sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Okay na? It is okay na? The formula is there. Let it be some x. We assume. Let sine of minus theta x. That sine of minus theta is nothing but minus sine theta is also x. Okay, now we are assuming. So it is very clear. Sine of minus theta is x. And minus sine theta is also x. Okay, now. Here minus theta, sine goes that side, it is sine inverse of x. So theta is equal. So we are multiplying with minus on both sides. It is minus sine inverse x. Okay, na? So it is equation 1. It is sine theta is equal to minus x. Here also we are multiplying with minus. So theta is equal to sine inverse of minus x. This minus goes to that side. Okay, na? So it is number 2. The both cases theta at one time it is minus sine inverse x and the other time is sine inverse of minus x. Both from 1 and 2 we can conclude that. From 1 and 2 what we conclude? From 1 and 2 it is very clear. It is sine inverse of minus x. I am taking the second. Is nothing but it is minus sine inverse x. Okay na? Is it clear? From the equation 2 and 1, sine inverse of minus x is nothing but minus sine inverse x. We have to prove like this one. This is step to step you try to understand. We have to consider it. We have to consider sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. That must come. And it is equal to some x. Then we can prove it. It is important. It is after the previously. Now, let's see. The case of cos is similar. Observe. Let if you suppose if you take cos of minus theta just like sine, cos of minus theta is plus cos theta. No use at all. Cos of some angle must be minus cos something. Minus cos something must be there. Cos of minus is just like if you take sine, just like you apply here cos of minus theta, it will not minus cos theta because it is even function. So it is wrong. So we consider cos of pi minus theta is equal to cos of pi minus theta is equal to minus cos theta is equal to x. Try to understand the both sine and cos. In the case of sine of minus theta is minus and this is next we can prove it. But here cos of minus theta is plus cos theta, not minus cos theta. We have to get minus cos. Only it is possible in the second quadrant. Cos of pi minus theta is minus cos theta is equal. You may get some doubt. Sir, it is not only the second quadrant is negative. You take here pi plus theta or 3 pi by 2 minus theta. In the third quadrant also it is minus theta. But every time we have to remember that formula. The principal value of cos, the principal angle in the case of cos is theta comma pi. It is less than pi and greater than 0, 0 comma pi. 0 comma pi. It is not more than pi. The cos interval is 0 comma pi. Okay, now open interval many times I told you. Alpha belongs to like that. Will you agree? Or theta belongs to like that. In the case of cos. In the case of sine is minus 90 plus 90. Minus angle is in between that one. So here cos is related with the 0 comma pi interval. It is less than pi. Pi minus theta means less than pi. If you write plus pi plus theta, third quadrant also we get that one. But pi plus theta exceeds the pi. It will not come under the angle. Try to understand it. It is your duty. You have to take it. 1 or 2 times, 3 times you play this one 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Or 3, 4, 5 times, then only it will not come. Okay now? Now, observe. So here it is minus. Will you agree? It is minus. Right, as usual, cos of pi minus theta is equal to x and minus cos theta is equal to x. Will you agree? Here pi minus theta is equal to cos inverse x. Cos goes to this side, cos inverse of minus x. So theta minus theta is equal to cos inverse x minus pi na. Minus theta is to minus pi comes out. Then theta is equal to, you are multiplying with minus on both sides. Then it can be interchanged. Pi minus cos inverse x. All this arithmetic you can easily understand. So it is equation 1. Okay now? Here also cos theta is equal to minus x. We are multiplying with the minus. Then theta is equal to, it is the cos inverse of minus x. So it is number 2 equation. From 1 and 2 it is very clear. From 1 and 2 they are also using the 1 and 2. From 1 and 2 cos inverse of minus x, I am taking the second first, is equal to pi minus cos inverse yes. Okay now? Okay, is it clear? You have to remember this consideration. Let which one we have to take in the case of cos, which one we have to take in the case of sine, like that. Okay now? And again I will reach tan and cot also. Observe here only. Observe me. Yeah. Now I'm taking a tan. Let tan of minus theta is equal minus tan theta is equal to x. Okay, na? Side by side I am taking cot of. Cot of pi minus theta is minus cot theta is equal to x. You may get no doubt at all one confusion. In the case of tan of minus theta is minus tan theta, sir, yes, okay. Here also cot of minus theta, if you take, what is the problem? Cot of minus theta is equal to minus cot theta is correct. But the thing is, here this angle minus theta belongs to, why? Because I am taking, it is minus pi by 2, pi by 2. The interval is there. For tan, you observe in the previous classes, the equation, I taught you this one. For tan must be just like a sine, must be. For cot also, you say pi minus theta belongs to 0 comma pi. It is very clear. 0 comma pi is the interval for a cot. If you write wrong, I am telling. If cot of minus theta is equal to minus cot theta is equal to x, yes, correct. But minus theta, it doesn't belong to 0 comma pi. The negative angle is in the fourth quadrant. That is 0 comma pi is in the first and second quadrant. So it is wrong. This is wrong. So I have to take like this one. This is the reason. Okay, now tan of minus theta is equal to x or minus tan theta is equal to x. Here tan theta is equal to minus x. Theta is equal to tan inverse of minus x. Yeah. But here minus theta is equal to tan inverse of x. Theta is equal to, we are multiplying with the minus and cosine. Minus tan inverse x. So it is 1 and it is 2. Easily you can follow it. From 1 and 2, it is clear. Tan inverse minus x. Don't confuse. I am taking from 2 this one. Tan inverse of minus x is nothing but minus tan inverse x. Okay, na? Is it clear? By using the equation 1 and 2. It is there. Is there any doubt? It is just like sine. Okay, now from 1 and 2, tan inverse of minus x is theta. Minus tan inverse x is also theta. By using this 1 and 2, we can conclude. This is okay. Here also, it's clear. Cot of pi minus theta is equal to x and minus cot theta is equal to x. Okay, na? Here pi minus theta is equal to cot inverse x. Here cot theta is 1. We know it in the regular trigonometric functions. Sin x is reciprocal to cosecant x. Cosecant theta is 1 by sin theta. Sin inverse That means sine is related with the x. Cosecant is related with 1 by x, no doubt at all. That is the thing. Or you see, cosecant inverse 1 by x is, cosecant inverse x is equal to sine inverse 1 by x. But x belongs to capital R minus over and over minus 1 comma 1. A lot of difference is there. But the concept is same. It is reciprocal to this one in the first chapter, ratios. But here a difference is there. X sine inverse x, cosecant inverse of 1 by x. Whereas cosecant inverse x is equal to sine inverse of 1 by x. Okay, now concept is same, but with different intervals. You see now, x belongs to minus 1 comma 1. It is related with sine only, sine x, where x. Whereas cosecant x, cosecant inverse is defined in the interval r minus over interval minus 1 comma 1. Already I taught this concept. Similarly, it is one set. Cos inverse of x is equal to secant inverse of 1 by x. Here also x belongs to minus 1 comma 1. Cos is related with minus 1 comma 1. Or it is a secant inverse of 1 by x is a cos inverse of secant inverse of x. This is 1 by x. Here x belongs to say r minus open interval this one minus 1 comma 1. Because cos and secant they are reciprocal to each other. If cos is in between minus 1 comma 1, secant will not be in that interval. It is other than, it is less than minus 1 and greater than 1. That is the meaning. R minus this one minus 1 comma 1 interval. It is excluding this interval means it is less than minus 1 and greater than plus 1. That is the meaning. Okay, now the important. And also, similarly, tan inverse x is equal to cot inverse 1 by x. Okay, now here also for x belongs to no difference. It is belongs to capital R. Okay, now or it is cot inverse x is equal to it is tan inverse 1 by x. The condition is same. Okay, now this is one set. It is another set. It is the third set. Now I want to teach. We'll prove this one. Proof. You see, first one I am taking sine inverse x. Let sine inverse x, let it be alpha. That implies sine alpha. Sine inverse goes to that side. Sine alpha I am writing in LHS. Sine alpha is equal to x. Okay, now. Okay, now. X means sine alpha. X means x by 1. Opposite side hypotenuse. Okay, now. It is angle alpha. Opposite side x. It is 1 hypotenuse. So by using the Pythagoras theorem, it is 1 minus x square at the other side. Okay, now. Now, what is cosecant alpha by using this triangle? Cosecant alpha is nothing but 1 by sin alpha, or otherwise by using this triangle, it is hypotenuse is 1, opposite side is x. So alpha is equal to cosecant inverse of 1 by x. Okay, now. What is alpha? Alpha is nothing but our assumption is sin inverse x is equal to cosecant inverse of 1 by x. Okay, now? Is it clear? Yeah. Similarly, There also we can easily solve this one, the same method. I'm taking the cos. Let cos inverse x is equal to some beta. So cos beta is equal to x. X means x by 1. Here also we draw the triangle, right angle triangle. Is a opposite and adjacent side one, hypotenuse is 1, and it is here opposite side is 1 minus x square with root. Now what is secant beta? Secant beta in this triangle, hypotenuse is 1, adjacent side is x. Then what is beta? Secant goes to that side, it is secant inverse 1 by x. What is beta? By our assumption is cos inverse x is nothing but secant inverse 1 by x. Okay na? Is it clear? Try to understand it. Okay na? Yeah. The remaining term easily you can solve it. Okay? Is it okay na? Pass. Okay. Fifth one. Sin inverse x is equal cos inverse root 1 minus x square and tan inverse x by root 1 minus x square and cot inverse root 1 minus x square by x and secant inverse 1 by root 1 minus x square and cosecant inverse 1 by x. For all x belongs to minus 1 comma 1. That is a condition. It is simple. Usually we can any ratio can be expressed in other 5 ratios. If sin is related with x, sin is equal to x. Then cos is equal to root 1 minus x square, we know it. Tan is sin by cos. Sin is x, cos is root 1 minus x square. And cot is cos by sin. Cos by sin. Root 1 minus x square by x. Secant 1 by cos. It's reciprocal. Secant 1 by sin. It is already, it is given. It is solved in example also. Now you see proof. Let sin inverse x is equal to alpha. Then sin alpha is equal to x, right? By 1. So by using the triangle Pythagoras theorem, it is opposite side, hypotenuse is 1, then adjacent side is root 1 minus x square. Okay na? By using this diagram, what about cos alpha? Cos alpha is adjacent side root 1 minus x square by 1. So alpha is equal to cos inverse root 1 minus x square. What is alpha? Alpha by assumption is sin inverse x is equal to cos inverse root 1 minus x square. Okay na? Okay na? Yeah. Similarly, tan inverse, tan alpha is opposite side x by adjacent side root 1 minus x square. So alpha is equal to tan inverse x by root 1 minus x square. Is it okay na? Okay na? Don't confuse. Try to understand. Okay na? What is alpha? What is alpha? By assumption is sin inverse x is nothing but tan inverse of x by root 1 minus x square. Then cot alpha. Cot alpha is in the diagram, it is root 1 minus x square by x. Then alpha is equal to cot inverse root 1 minus x square by x. What is alpha? Alpha is sine inverse x is nothing but cot inverse root 1 minus x square by x. Okay now? So everything is there. You see. Next, secant. Secant alpha is hypotenuse 1 by adjacent side is 1 minus x square. Alpha is secant inverse root 1 by root 1 minus x square. Alpha is sine inverse x is equal to secant inverse 1 by root 1 minus x square. Okay now? Like this we can solve everything. Okay now? Right. Now we'll go to next problem. Sixth one. Observe, it is important. Now it is important. 2 sine inverse x is equal to sine inverse of 2x root 1 minus x square. Okay now? Where 1 by root 2 minus less than or equal to plus 1 by root 2. This is important property. It is also a problem, also asked. Observing proof. Let sine inverse x be alpha. Then x is equal to sine alpha. Sine inverse goes to that side. Sine alpha is equal to x. X remains. Okay now? Therefore, what about cos alpha? It is root of 1 minus sine square alpha. Sine alpha is equal to x, cos alpha is equal to root 1 minus sine square. That x square. Okay, clear? Yeah. Now, we consider sine 2 alpha. We are assuming, we are taking the identity sine 2 alpha. What would be happen? Sine 2 alpha. You see, sine 2 alpha is equal to 2 sine alpha cos alpha na? Okay na? Yeah. That is 2x root 1 minus x square. Sine alpha is x, cos alpha is root 1 minus x square. So it's clear sine 2 alpha is equal to 2x root 1 minus x square. Now 2 alpha is equal to sine inverse 2x root 1 minus x square. Okay na? This side goes to that side. Okay na? 2 alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is sine inverse x. 2 sine inverse x is equal to sine inverse 2x root 1 minus x square. Okay na? Is it clear? Okay na? But with this condition, how it is followed? You see, it is some addition is there. You see, here you have to mention this one also. It is also included in the proof. Here, you see, sine 2 alpha you are considering. Sine is always in between minus 1 and plus 1 na? Okay na? So sine inverse of minus 1 is less than 2 alpha less than or equal to sine 1. it is minus pi by 2. So 2 alpha less than plus pi by 2. You will agree. Sin inverse of minus 1 is minus pi by 2. Sin inverse 1 is plus pi by 2. Pi by 4 less than or equal to alpha less than or equal to pi by 4. Mates, don't confuse. You see that? We are dividing on both sides with 2. Pi by 2 by 2 pi by 4. Here also pi by 2 by 2 pi by 4. 2 alpha by 2 is here it is 2 alpha. 2 alpha by 2 is alpha. Again, we are applying the sine of minus pi by 4 less than or equal to sine pi by 4. Sine of minus pi by 4 is minus sine pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 less than or equal to sine alpha is nothing but in our assumption. Sine alpha there, sine alpha is x. So x less than or equal to, it is sine pi by 4 is 1 by 2. So okay now, this must be added to this one. Now it is completely the solution proof. Okay now, with this condition x in between minus 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2, the 2 sin inverse x is sin inverse of 2x root 1 minus x square. It's very simple. Sin 2 theta, 2 sin theta cos theta. If sin is x, cos is root 1 minus x square. Is it that? 2 sin 2x is sin of, that is 2 sin x cos x. Okay na? Right. Okay na?